It all started with what seemed like a harmless joke. We were at a dinner party, one of those stiff, overly polite gatherings where the conversations felt rehearsed and the wine had long lost its charm. Miriam, my wife of 10 years, leaned in close. That familiar scent she carried, comforting like home, wrapped around me as she whispered, "I have a secret." Her eyes sparkled with mischief, and I chuckled, playing along. "Let me guess. You finally admitted to stealing that last cookie." She laughed softly, a sound that used to bring me peace. But this time, something about it felt off. "No," she said, her voice lighter than it should have been. "Something bigger. Maybe I've got a secret admirer." She winked, teasing. Still, an odd chill ran down my back. I smiled, forced, but the feeling stayed. In the days that followed, her comments became more frequent. A flirtatious remark here, a knowing look there. She started dodging questions about her day, giving vague answers and brushing things off. Her phone, once left anywhere, was suddenly always face down, locked tight. She began working late, hours past her usual time. That quiet discomfort inside me grew until it hardened into something undeniable. I kept telling myself I was being paranoid. Miriam had always been vibrant, magnetic. People were naturally drawn to her. But a voice in the back of my mind kept whispering, why would she joke about that unless it wasn't a joke? That seed of suspicion took hold. Then one evening, while she was in the shower, her phone wouldn't stop buzzing. My hands hesitated before picking it up. It was locked, of course. But then I remembered. Our kids used the family iPad. Her Apple ID was still logged in there. Within minutes, I had the passcode. My stomach dropped as I unlocked her phone. What I saw shattered me. There were texts, so many of them. Photos. Messages filled with longing, desire, plans for a life that didn't include me. His name was Alex. A coworker. Someone she'd casually mentioned in passing months ago. Their exchange told a full story of a relationship that had been going on right under my nose. It wasn't just flirtation. It was emotional betrayal, physical betrayal, all of it. I sat on our bed, staring at her phone, each message hitting harder than the last. When the water stopped and I heard her humming from the bathroom, I quickly locked the screen and placed it exactly where it had been, pretending nothing had happened. The days that followed were surreal. I functioned on autopilot, quietly gathering more evidence. Screenshots. Chat logs. I even installed a keylogger on her laptop. What surfaced from that was worse than I imagined. Secret weekends, coded conversations, fantasies of a shared future. The life we built was nothing but a backdrop for their fantasy. But I wasn't going to confront her in rage. I needed it to be precise. On my terms. Through their messages, I found the name of the restaurant where they had first met for dinner. That's where I made the reservation. I invited Miriam there under the pretense of celebrating our anniversary. Then I made another reservation at the same place, under Alex's name, just an hour later. According to their chats, that was when they were planning to meet. That night, she dressed up more than usual, radiating excitement that had nothing to do with me. At dinner, I played my part well, smiling, complimenting, pretending to be charmed. My insides, however, churned. Then, right on time, Alex walked in. He scanned the room and spotted us. That smug look on his face suggested he still didn't realize what was happening. I stood up. The sound of my chair scraping the floor sliced through the background chatter. The restaurant fell quiet. "Alex," I said, calm and measured. "How nice of you to join us." His face shifted, confusion then dawning panic. Miriam froze. Her skin turned pale. I held up her phone, now displaying one of their more intimate messages. "This seems to be yours, doesn't it?" My voice was low, cold. Murmurs rippled through the nearby tables. Miriam's mouth parted, but no words came. Tears brimmed in her eyes. "I'm not here for apologies," I said. "I want you both to feel what betrayal tastes like." From my coat pocket, I pulled out printed pages, screenshots of their texts, emails, photos. I let them fall on the table like playing cards. They scattered, some fluttering to the floor. People nearby leaned in, whispering. Alex's face turned ashen. Miriam began to sob, her shoulders trembling. I turned to him. "You knew she was married. You just didn't care. That doesn't make you bold, it makes you pathetic." I took a step forward. I hope your wife enjoys reading these too. I threw another stack at him, more evidence. His face collapsed in horror. The restaurant staff tried to step in, but the damage was done. The humiliation hung thick in the air. I walked out, slow and steady, but hollow inside. I thought vengeance would feel satisfying. It didn't. It felt numb, cold. The weeks after were filled with legal proceedings. There were no dramatic arguments, no closure, just sterile meetings and signatures that unraveled 10 years of marriage. I moved out. Every corner of our home was steeped in memories I no longer wanted. Rebuilding my life was brutal. Each day felt heavy. The betrayal echoed in quiet moments. But I kept going. Slowly, deliberately. The pain hasn't left. It creeps in during stillness. But when it does, I remind myself, I didn't collapse. I faced the truth, walked through it, and didn't let it shatter me. The scars remain. But they remind me of what I overcame. I didn't lose myself. I survived.